Yay, we're live. Um, right. Streaming now. Right. Hey, we got one watching. Hey, we got one like. Is this first person watching? Is it Reese? Or is it... Let me get my phone. Unlock my phone. We got one watching. And I'm not turning that fan off because it's too hot. Okay, the Doctor 11. I don't know. Stuff happens. Shit happens, man. So yeah, give it a minute. Give it a minute and that's... I put the announcement out on the 6X chat. The reason I'm doing this is I didn't really have time this week to edit a video, so doing the live stream. I haven't done one in a fair bit of time, so hey, why not? So if anyone's got anything to say it. Yeah, I'm going to talk about the new character options in the Sims Studio Toys, go into a bit more detail in that and stuff like that. I'm going to be talking about the Joey Waker figure and that, and as well as other stuff. I'm going to be, just talking about a lot of stuff, just generally. The case, just talk about a lot of stuff. I've got something on my chin. So, number one, just starting this off, there may or may not be a video in just over a week's time, because not this Sunday, but the following Sunday, the 29th, I think, of July, whatever, the last Sunday of July, I will be going to Blackpool for 3 days, and then Liverpool for 3 days, and then Manchester for a couple of days, well, a week. I'll be off for a week. So there may not be a video after that. But it'll be interesting because I'll be going to some different forbidden planets. And that because different forbidden planets, depending on what area you're in, sometimes have some different stuff. And also there's been told of some Doctor Who shops where they sell Doctor stuff, obviously, in that. So maybe I can find something good there. Maybe I can find a good deal. Maybe I won't. Who knows? But that'll be interesting to find out. And also, I keep forgetting the B&M sets. They will be released very soon. Now, supposedly, they're supposed to be released on the 6th of August or around there, which is a little bit later than they're usually released. They're usually released on around the 23rd of July. At least that's how it's been in the past couple of years. Whether it'll be the case this year or not, don't know. Maybe it won't be, but but I will definitely be getting those and reviewing them because that they're basically in my opinion, they're the best new figures and that and Doctor Who merchandise that's coming out at the minute. Yes, Reese, you told me about them. Well done. Yes, you told me about them eventually. But don't forget, I did something for you, remember? And actually, for those of you who are wondering what the hell is going on here, the thing I did for Reese, who told me where these Doctor Who shops were, he had an audio clip of the Blackpool expedition of K9 talking and of a Dalek talking, but the audio was very, very noisy, was a bit distorted as well, so I basically cleaned up the noise, cleaned up the audio for him, and that took me 30 seconds to do, so no problem there. So that's what I did for him. Also, the Jodie Whittaker figure I will not be getting, and I will not be reviewing it, unless it gets a major price drop. And when I say major price drop, I mean I will not pay any more than a tenner for that, because it is something I am completely disinterested in getting. The 10-inch range of figures, which consist of 2 Matt Smith figures, is not really something I'm interested in, and it's not aimed for me. It's clearly not aimed for collectors, because normally what they do now, obviously on the packaging for the 5.5-inch range, they always put collector figure, they try and emphasize that this is for collectors. This one, no. What does it say on the front of its box? Adventure Doll. That's what it says on the front of the box. It doesn't say 10-inch articulated collector's action figure. No. It says Adventure Doll. Clearly, it is not made for me. And it's not something I'm particularly interested in. And also, I think the head sculpt is a bit weak, to be honest. It would look fine on a 5.5-inch figure. I think it would look great on a 5.5-inch figure. But what they've clearly done is they've enlarged it. And when you enlarge it, just simply from a 5.5-inch and enlarge it, the detail on that is going to look a lot softer, it's going to look a lot plainer. So, yes, that's what it's called, an adventure doll. I shit ye not. In fact, if I can find a picture of the packaging. But, and also, I'm not a fan of her costume anyway. But, if I can show the camera. There we go. It says Adventure Doll on the front. And also, I know some people have already reviewed it, like Batman March. Though, Batman March, he seems to be far too nice on it, and doesn't really give much of an opinion on it. And clearly the reason is because character sent him it for free. They sent him it early, and he didn't pay anything for it. And this isn't the first time this has happened. Like, generally, when Batman March actually pays for something, he gives an honest review, though it tends to be when he gets something sent for free, he doesn't really give a review at all on it. It just kind of says, this is this, this is this, this is what it comes with, this is the packaging. He doesn't really give, anything, unless it's positive. He doesn't tend to critique anything in that sense, which is disappointing, because Batman March was my favourite Doctor Who reviewer. But the fact is that he's doing stuff like this, I'm fine with him getting stuff like this for, if he is getting stuff for free, then fine, but give your honest opinion on it. I know he might be a bit worried that, a character might not send him another thing, but you gotta bear in mind, it's not exactly an expensive thing, and clearly, he's making money elsewhere, and that, so It's not like an expensive thing. It's not like a tech reviewer who gets sent hundreds of pounds worth of stuff every day, and that's it's, you know, 15, 20 quid's worth of stuff on the off chance that they release stuff. So, eh. In terms of the sonic screwdriver, I will be getting the sonic screwdriver. In fact, I intend to get both versions, the character options one and the 7's 20 version. Now, whether the 7's 20 version will be exclusive to the US or not, I don't know at the minute. Hopefully, you know, there'll be a way to get it in the UK at an affordable price. But that version definitely looks better than the character options version, which I've said before has really obvious screws, a really obvious scene where they join together. And it looks really cheap. It looks really cheaply made. And also, it reminds me of my Stanley knife, actually, the way it's constructed. And that Stanley knife is from Poundland. And let us take a minute to mourn the loss of Pound World. I think pretty much all the ones in my local area have closed down. I think. But, you know, if you still have one open, then there you go down there. And that's, I remember, but it's, you know, that's mourning the loss of Pound World. New Sonic toy spins. Okay. Whatever. Something I will be looking forward to in terms of new merchandise coming out is the Flight Control TARDIS. Because that is pretty much the only thing, you know, the new design that I actually really like. And I think it's because it reminds me a lot of the Barry Newbury prop from the 4th Doctor's era. I think it looks really nice. And, you know, I hope though, if they do, you know, since pretty much it's been confirmed that they are going to be releasing it at some point, I hope that it isn't just a repainted version of the Tennant Mac Smith one again. I hope that it's, you know, they do a new sculpt of it and that, and I hope it has, I wouldn't say new sound effects, though maybe something new, you know, about it and that. But I imagine they're going to be keeping that, you know, secret, and I think the reason that they haven't announced or released any photos of the new Flight Control TARDIS is because of the interior. There's been no photos of the new TARDIS interior or anything yet. So that's probably why they're keeping it a secret, because, you know, just after a week or something after the new Sonic was shown in a teaser, well, not even a teaser, it was leaked, the new Sonic toy by character and 780 was shown. So does that mean, you know, that maybe we'll see it? And also, what will the new interior be like? I'm slightly nervous about what it's going to be like, because so far I haven't liked Jodie Whittaker's costume at all. I don't like a sonic screwdriver at all. I like a TARDIS exterior. That's it. So far. And I've been given no other reason to, you know, be hyped up for it. I feel like, you know, there should be some reassurance. There should be some reassurance, you know, to keep us, you know, going, like, don't worry, everything's gonna be okay, you know. But the way things seem, it doesn't appear to be that way. You know, in the new series, the thing I'm looking forward to the most is supposedly the new old Sontarans, or original ones. But that's it. You know, And that's not even a confirmed thing. In both the teaser trailer and the first trailer, we see no monsters, we see nothing. We just see the Doctor and the companions wandering about a bit. That's it. Like, seriously, the marketing department, needs to do a better job. Now, I know apparently Chris Chibnall likes to keep things secret, but there's keeping things secret, as a surprise, and then there's keeping things so secret that no one even knows about it, and there's no reason to watch it. You've got to have a nice balance between it. You've got to have a nice balance of, okay, here's a little sneak peek of, what's this, kind of thing. And then there's, we're not showing anything at all. So, because Scott 2 is not in a good place right now. It isn't, and it hasn't been for a few years, but it seems to decline each and every year. And this may be the one and only opportunity to bring it back up, because it's finally got a bit of public interest again. And they seem to be fucking it up big time. They don't seem to be doing anything about it at all. Just get the public's attention somehow. Like, that teaser trailer was the worst way that you could throw people into it. All you show is not even the bare minimum. Like, they could have, because it doesn't show anything. It gives you no reason to be excited. And if you didn't know, and I don't know how many people who watched that teaser trailer who had no idea what Doctor Who was and just saw the teaser, you wouldn't have any idea what it didn't even show the TARDIS, like not the exterior or anything. So yeah, it's just like success. The most we've seen is the new sonic screwdriver in use, and from what you see of it in the the proper trailer sort of thing, it seems to have the same sound effects. So the new sonic screwdriver supposedly has new sound effects, but whether they are new, I'll be the judge of that. Because characters sometimes like to say, oh, it's a new sound effect, when actually, no, it's not. Like, for example, with the 12th Doctor, a lot of people were saying, oh, new sound effects. No, they were not new sound effects. They were originally used in the personalised or sonic screwdriver set, and then just reissued in that. So they were not new, and I'm wondering if they're going to do the same thing again. So, yeah, because what I've heard, it's just the standard buzzing, which is fine by me. I'm fine with the standard buzzing, and I'm just wondering, what will the new sonic screwdriver, will it sound different on that? I would quite like to hear the classic sort of That was a terrible impression of that, but you get the idea. So yeah. Also, I realise I've been going on for about 20 minutes, and this is supposed to be a Q&A with no particular questions at the minute. And we keep going from 2 viewers to 3 viewers and da-da-da-da-da. So, please send me some questions. And it's far too hot today. Like, when is this heat wave going to end? Because Britain, we cannot stand heat. It's too hot. Especially over here in Newcastle. Anything above 10 degrees, we're like, oh god, it's like the hottest day of the year. But yeah, any questions? Oh, people, please ask me some questions. Because I don't really know what else to say. I've said everything that I was going to say. Is there anything else to go about? Oh yeah, when is that supposedly Amazon exclusive Build figure ever going to see the light of day? At this rate, it seems very unlikely. Though we are still getting a variant of Bill in that B&M set, so yay for that. And that's. To be honest, I'm more looking forward to getting the Bill figure than I am the 13th Doctor figure, because I really hate that costume. What do you think this house is going to look like? To be honest, you know, you've got the basic stuff. You'll have obviously the centre column in the middle. Something I want the new TARDIS to do is for the column or the console to actually move up and down again, because that is the, you know, with the previous one, with the 11th and 12th Doctor one, that is the one thing that I didn't like about it. That it was just static. You know, it didn't move up and down, and that, which is something I like. I mean, I don't mind if it goes to the ceiling and it still sort of goes, you know, like that, sort of like the 9th and 10th Doctors and the 8th Doctors one did, but to be honest, I hope it has roundels. Whether they are actual round roundels or the hexagonal ones, you know, to be honest, what I'm hoping is, because the thing is, I really like the last one so much. Like, the previous TARDIS console room is probably, I'm gonna say either my second or third favourite TARDIS console room. So, to be honest, what I'm hoping for next will probably, to me personally, not be as good as that one. I am hoping, though, that one may go to a Doctor Experience if they do finally decide to open a new one, which they might do, you know, because they might want to open it and go, oh, look, new Doctor Experience with Jodie Whittaker, da 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 da, and hopefully the Capaldi TARDIS will be in there. How long do you think 13 will last? I reckon 4 years. And the reason I reckon 4 years is because that seems to be like sort of the standard. When I say 4 years, I mean 3 series. What I mean by that is with every new series Doctor, apart from Christopher Eccleston, they generally do however many series and then have a year gap, sort of. Like with David Tennant, he had 3 series and then he had a gap, you know, sort of an off year with the specials. With Matt Smith, Series 7 was split over 2 years, and there was the 50th anniversary as well. With Peter Capaldi, he had sort of the worst sort of treatment, where he sort of had a massive gap year with no Doctor Who apart from a Christmas special, and then came back in Series 10. So, I think, and the reason this is done is clearly because the BBC clearly cannot afford to do it every single year, because Doctor Who is inherently, it's expensive to make. It's probably one of the most expensive BBC shows to make, simply because of the variety in it. You know, there's the only constant set is the TARDIS set, and the TARDIS set changes, you know, every few years. And the cast, apart from the main few, changes every single episode or every story. So, you know, I reckon probably around 4 years, depending on how long Chris Chibnall stays as well, because you know, Jodie might want to leave when Chris Chibnall leaves, or vice versa. So it just depends. But I reckon at 4 years, I reckon, or around that time. And the new science year looked shit on the 11th thing did go up, and yeah, I know the 11th Doctor's here. I was talking about the 11th/12th Doctor's one, with, you know, the one I liked. Yeah, the reason no one could, yeah, the Max Smith's first TARDIS console room, I didn't like it at all, really. The only thing I liked is it had an underneath bit and sort of the stairs going off. I wasn't a massive fan of it. I prefer the plainer look. But Doctor Who makes the most money for the BBC. I don't think it does, really. You could say it in terms of merchandise, it does. Because Doctor Who, if you didn't know this, last year, Doctor Who was at, I think, number 3 or number 4 for the classic series and the most amount of Blu-ray/DVDs sold in the UK in the television department, and the new series was at number 10. So definitely in terms of DVDs and Blu-rays, they sell plenty. I mean, why do you think they bother doing, these animated reconstructions? They clearly do because they make money. But in terms of the actual series on television, because the viewership isn't that brilliant. So it's kind of like a sort of seesaw kind of thing. It makes money in this regard, which pushes up, but it makes less, which keeps it down. Eleventh and 12th did go up and down. No, the TARDIS console, the column, did not go up and down at all. It didn't. It physically didn't. It flashed, and it had what Sylvester McCoy calls the helicopter thing at the top turned round, but the actual time rotor did not go up and down. It was static. It's a static thing. It didn't go up and down. It stayed completely static. The only thing that sort of made it look like it was in motion was the light effects that they had. It would like pulsate brighter when it was in flight and then depulse. So but it didn't actually move. It was completely static. Okay, yes, I don't have a shirt on. The reason I don't have a shirt on is it's too bloody hot today. I mean, I don't know if you can hear, but there's a fan going. And it's been constantly going all day. And the windows are open because it's too hot. To be honest, it is far too hot today. So, bugger it. There we go. And my throat is killing me off my hay fever as well. And I've been going on for just about half an hour now. So yeah, also, something I'd like to point out, in the trailer we also saw a variant of Jodie Whittaker's costume. Otherwise, I was wondering about this, whether they do variations like they do with pretty much all the other Doctors. There are variations. And yes, there is a slight variation. She's wearing a sort of burgundy-ish version of a jumper. That's it. That's all I saw, and to be honest, her costume could do, like, I think the problem, one of the main problems I also have with the costume is the colours as well. I think if they changed the colours, it would be better, but the two things that annoy me the most about her costume is the coat and the fact that it has a hoodie, and also those high top trousers. They just look, and nothing seems to gel together. It's not because like a lot of people say, well, no, it's supposed to have bad taste. Yeah, but the thing is, none of the costumes seems to gel together. It just seems all completely random. Like, take the Sixth Doctor. It's supposed to be none of it goes together, but it goes together quite well in a weird way, because I don't know, just because it's like an explosion in a rainbow factory, and it just sort of fits in that way. But this one just seems like random pieces of clothing were picked out, and there you go. There's a costume apparently. The new trailer has a Torchwood feel, and you really don't like Torchwood. No, I really do like Torchwood. But Torchwood is not Doctor Who. At all. At all. Torchwood is very much for the adults. Believe me, because I tried watching it when I remember when Torchwood came out. I think it was... So it was 2006, it was 7. The first episode of Torchwood I watched was day 1. When I was 7. Yeah. Ooh. I mean, to be honest, I didn't understand what the hell was going on in it. And there's a reason for that. You should not watch Torchwood, and until you're, I would say, at least 13, 14. Because otherwise, you literally will not understand what the hell is going on with the plot. Now, in terms of it, yeah, Series 11 does not. Yeah, because the thing is, a lot of. All the news has been saying, oh, the show's going to be completely different. Everything's going to be different. This is going to be different. It's going to be a brand new show. It's going to be nothing. And I think Chris Miller said it's not going to be. It's going to be completely new. It's not going to be like the old show. It's going to be new, kind of thing. And it's just like, well, if you want to do all this new stuff and make it not like it was before in Doctor Who, and not make it like Doctor Who, then don't make Doctor Who. That's a simple thing. If you don't want the show to be like Doctor Who, then don't make Doctor Who. Do not try to turn the show into something it's not. I'm all for reviving the show and, changing things here and there, but, those core elements of Doctor Who, they have to stay. There has to be a sort of constant thing throughout, but Doctor Who has to... Some things do have to stay the same. You don't... Because him saying it's going to be a completely different show... The thing is, will it still be Doctor Who, though, at the end of the day? And that's the thing that worries me about it, and I think that's worried a few people about it. Will it still be Doctor Who? At the end of the day, and, because the thing is... That's what just makes me worried about it, and... I don't really know what to think or say about it. Because, basically, we've still got to wait a good few months for it to start airing. Which, I think it's going to be September, October time. Either late September or early October-ish time. So will it be good? And also, no two-parters. Which really irritates. Because the thing is, something I've been craving is for good cliffhangers. Like, that is an integral part of Doctor Who. That seems to have been forgotten about in the past few years. Is that one of the things about Classic Who is like the cliffhanger at the end. And we have had good cliffhangers in the new season of Doctor Who. We have, I remember, let's see. I'm trying to think of some good ones. Now, I'm going to say it, even though this is a bad story, it's not a good story. The cliffhanger at the end of The Stolen Earth, that was a good cliffhanger, and the reason is it got people talking about it and excited for what would happen next. Because at the time we knew David Tennant was leaving, so were they going to reveal a new Doctor now? Ooh, what's going to happen in that? And it got people talking about it and thinking about it. So, and also cliffhanger is a way to sort of get people like, oh, what on earth is going to happen next? And will keep people going on for week after a week. I mean, that's why every soap does it. That's why EastEnders and Coronation Street always do a cliffhanger at the end of dun 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 dun. So, Doctor Who should have some two-parters, at least one. At least have the finale be a two-parter. Because the thing is also, I'm annoyed that the show only got decreased by another 2 episodes. Yet the episodes only gained another 5 minutes in length, which is nothing, to be honest. I mean, a lot of people say if only it had another 5 minutes. The thing is, though, I find that with 45 or now 50-minute episodes, apart from the first one, which is an hour long, and I suspect the finale will probably be an hour long as well. The thing is, though, you've got 2 problems that normally arise in these episodes. Either one, needs more time syndrome, where basically, there's clearly not enough time for the story to properly develop in that space of time. Or you've got the complete opposite, where you've got enough content for, say, a 25-minute or half an hour episode stretched out. So I think two-parters, can really help with that. Unfortunately, we haven't really got some good two-parters recently. Like, for Series 10, obviously, we got the mid-series Monk trilogy, which wasn't that good. And then the finale, which was decent. The first part was really good. The second part was kind of, okay. To be honest, I think the last great two-parter was Under the Lake and Before the Flood. I do think we need some two-parters again, at least one. Because, the cliffhanger is sort of what Doctor Who is about. We've gone down to one viewer. I've been going nearly 40 minutes. I'm just going to open the thing up to, like, when I say you can ask me anything, I mean literally anything. Literally ask me anything. I do not care. It does not have to be Doctor Who related at all. To be honest, because I can't really think of any new stuff to go about Doctor Who at the minute, because I think I've covered it all in this live stream. So, you can ask me anything you like, please do, because I can't really think of anything else to talk about, and my throat is hurting. I would suck a strepsil right now, but you'd hear that as I would swish it around my mouth. So come on then, eh? Yes, you can ask anything. Absolutely anything. And I will answer it. Well, I will give an answer. It might not be the answer you want to hear, but I will give you an answer. Yeah, man. You can ask me anything and all. Anything you like. Hang on. It's next door. Yes, Reese. Anything. I was wondering what that noise is, and it's the neighbours. They're banging on some wood. Are you a good man? No. No, Reese, you're not. You're not a good man. I'd say okay at best, but you do not fall into the good category. You know what? I'll go. Give me a minute. I'm just going to shut them windows. shut them windows because it was annoying. And my windows are dirty. Well, the handles are. It's a bit of dirt. Better than me? I don't think you are, Reese. I don't think you are. Personally. I mean, you don't seem to have the confidence in yourself to show your face to me, even though I know exactly what you look like, because I've got a picture. You know? Because it's your face. We all have one. Mine is very expressive. Anything else? How about the other person watching? Because I can see the two people watching in the corner. Just there. No? Well, this live stream is going to be a lot shorter, I imagine. I'll probably go up to the hour if there's nothing else. Maybe. And the problem is, I think also the reason I haven't done a live stream in a while is because, what can you ask by this point? But, Doctor Who has made it to the Sun, by the way. I don't know if you've seen this story, but the Sun has a headline that says, Doctor Who fans reckon, and the redesigned sonic screwdriver resembles a sex toy. And that is in the Sun. So you know it's a good source. Oh god, that picture of Jodie Whittaker is not very flattering. The design of the Sonic shirt, they just can't seem to get it right anymore. The 12th Doctor's second Sonic screwdriver was shit. Well, okay, it was. Well, yeah, it was shit. But to be honest, it looks better than Jodie Whittaker's. Not by much, but it does. Because it looks more like, a scientific instrument than either a gun or some, to me, either looks like a gun or a random piece of scrap metal. And I'll be saying, oh, well, you're just not giving it a chance. And, oh, it's she put it together, da-da-da. You don't know that. And even if she did, it doesn't make it any better. Like, I could cobble together some random bits and bobs and supposedly make, my own sonic screwdriver. But if it looks shit, it still looks shit. Whether you made it yourself or not. If it looks shit, it still looks shit. But the best comment I think I've got so far, and I'm going to read this out because precise detail. Yes. So this was from a person called Joseph O'Connor. This person, who has wrote the following. Now, the first bit I do agree with. They can't please everyone, because if they did, the show could turn to shit. And I agree. If they did try, to appeal to every single little demographic, then you wouldn't. Then yeah, possibly. So I somewhat agree with that. But this is the part that I find hilarious. We don't know what this sonic screwdriver does yet. Really? Really, Joseph? We don't know what the sonic screwdriver does yet. I imagine it'll be able to, I don't know, open doors and that. Basically do everything that every other sonic screwdriver has done. I imagine that is what he'll do. So, Joseph, yeah, that is what Joseph, that is what the sonic screwdriver. That is what the sonic screwdriver will do, Joseph. He'll basically do everything the old sonic screwdriver did. Maybe even a couple things more, though I doubt it. I mean, Peter Capaldi's second sonic screwdriver, what did it do that the previous couldn't? Dunno. It could had a few different light effects. That's about it. So to be honest, at the end of the day, it'll be a sonic shooter. It'll be up to whatever the writers want it to do. To be honest, though, I don't want the sonic screwdriver to be overused again. I think they did a better job in the Capaldi era of toning down the Sonic a bit more, particularly in Series 10, than they did in the Max Smith era. By the time Series 7 rolled around, it was literally being used for every single little thing, so yeah. No worries. I do not like Max Smith's design of the Sonic screwdriver. I don't think it's the best. I think it's one of the worst. I don't like Max Smith's Sonic. I don't like Peter Capaldi's Sonic. I really don't like Jodie Whittaker's Sonic. And also, I'm not keen on the Dark Eyes 8th Doctor Sonic screwdriver either. I don't really like that one either. But the Sonic... Actually, you know what? Why don't I go through a list of the Sonics I do like? The second Doctor's one, because of its simplicity. You know, and it was the first one. So, I quite like the plain look for it, but... Love. I love the third Doctor's one. The fourth Doctor's one is my favourite. The fifth Doctor's is basically the fourth Doctor's. Well, it is. But it's seen better days. The 7th/8th Doctor Sonic suit I do really like. And, which was also used in the 9th Doctor. I really like that one. It's basically, you know, just the classic design, just slightly changed in a couple of ways. I love the War Doctor Sonic, obviously, because it's a mix between the 4th Doctor Sonic screwdriver, but with adding a light on and an end cap, so I do really like that. I think the War Doctor's one might be my second favourite. In fact, it is. It might even be my joint favourite. The 9th and 10th Doctor's one, I quite like. I quite like the fact that it's a lot more simplistic as well. I don't like it when it has loads and loads of bells and whistles. And that one, I like it to be a lot more simplistic in that regard. Yeah, there's a list of them. Also, I'm curious, because obviously we haven't seen any comparisons, but I'm wondering how big the new Sonic screwdriver is, at least the toy is. Have I pre-ordered the new Sonic screwdriver? No. And the reason is I'm just going to wait for it to come out in shops, because I don't want to have to pay delivery prices, because apparently that Sonic screwdriver is coming out very, very soon. So I will just buy it at a shop and save, you know, a few quid on delivery. So I'm just going to wait for it to come out in the shops for that, because it is going to be a retail thing. So, you know, hopefully come out. Yeah, it comes out in August. I do like River Song's Future Sonic Screwdriver. Comes out August 8th. Pre-orders 27th. I think you mean July, not June. Because otherwise that would have to be next year, unless you've got a time machine. But yeah, I'm not gonna rush out and get it, because for one, I'm not massively keen on the design, and also, you know, obviously when it does come out in the shops, there'll be some more competition about it, so maybe somewhere might have it a couple quid cheaper, and plus I won't have to pay delivery. Because the thing is, you know, since it's going to be at retail, maybe even supermarkets will get them. Six-line show could be maybe. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to pay delivery in that for it, because if Amazon are for some reason charging £18 something for it, which is weird, where everyone else is charging 15. And also character options on their website. You have to spend £25 in order to get free delivery, otherwise the delivery is £5, which is bloody ridiculous. Forbidden Planet International, I think the delivery is £3.50 or something like that, and regular Forbidden Planet, I think the delivery is £4 to £5, so I'll just wait for it to come out in the shop. You got yours pre-ordered for £18, I'm not paying 18 quid. I'm not paying 18 quid for that, no chance. I'm just going to wait around and see what the best deal is when they come out. I was hoping that Zavvi would have it on pre-order, because Zavvi tend to have free delivery on everything. Or if HMV gets it in, which maybe they might do. If HMV gets it in, then I might get it from them. If it's the same price, well, probably will if it's the same price. Because with HMV, I'll get points on my points card, so there'll be that. But yeah, I'm just going to wait for it to come out in the shops, because since I don't really like the design of it, it's not something I'm desperate for, though it is something I'm more curious about. What I'm also curious about is the sizing of it, and how it compares in terms of size to the other Sonics. Now, the pictures of the toy makes it look smaller than previous Sonics. I could get two. Yeah, I could, or I could not. Because I don't want two of them, at least not at full price. Also, I do plan. Also, also if the 720s version comes out in the UK, I will be getting that one, because that one does look better than the character options one. Isn't it one per customer? No. Only on Forbidden Planet International, it seems to be. On character, you seem to be ordering as many as you want. And plus, when it comes out in the shops, of course you can buy as many as you want. And plus, also, it won't matter, because if you remember, I have a habit of I seem to be able to get more than one of things that are supposed to be one per customer. Need I remind you about those 10th Doctor vinyl records? Which were only supposed to be one per customer, yet I bought 3. Yeah, I've just reminded people of that. Oh, what have I unleashed? Yeah, well, I don't care. Because for one, this is the internet. Shit happens. People have anonymity. I will not be buying 3 of those 13th Doctor Sonic screwdrivers. At least not at first. If they become incredibly cheap, then I might, but otherwise, no. Maybe B&M will get some, I don't know. I doubt it. Would be nice if they did, but nah. I reckon what will probably happen is that if that 13th Doctor 10-inch action figure doesn't sell very well, or the Sonic screwdriver doesn't sell very well, or after a certain period of time, I reckon B&M will probably get them for a really cheap price. Because that's what I'm with the Matt Smith figure. I remember the Matt Smith 10-inch figure was originally £25, believe it or not, or around 25 to 30 quid. Yet B&M later on got them in for £7.99 each. Now, with my Max, I've got 2 10-inch Max Smith figures, and I didn't pay anything for either of them, because at the time when they were out, at Toys R Us, if you spent 50 quid, or was it 25, whatever amount, you got that for free. And at the time, my mum was buying stuff for me and my brother, and so she ended up, I ended up getting 2 of them, and they cost nothing. So yeah. Right. What time is it actually? Okay, 10 to 6. Oh, I've got a notification. Tell you what, why don't I do my favourite pastime and check eBay? Because if you don't know, I literally check eBay every 5 minutes normally. Forgot to stuff. That's how I get a lot of my deals, because I stalk eBay. Is there anything good new that I haven't already got? Oh. That's not a bad deal. Put that on my watch list. Evolution on the downset was a pretty good price. I didn't want to Reese. Reese, I did not want that Palatoid Dalek you just bought. Was not interested, because I've already got 2 of the silver ones. What the hell? Holy shit. I just found some stuff. Okay, this... Anything else? Put a shirt on. No, it's far too hot. Like, the fan has been going the entire time for a reason. It's far too hot today. And I've had to shut the windows because the neighbours are being noisy. Oh, fucking hell, not you again. Listen. The Whovian with a small collection. If you do not like me, and if you do not like my videos, then fuck off. Because at the end of the day, it's not going to change anything. I've still got all those 3 final records. Who said you hate me? Kind of the fact that you're still going on about something that happened fucking ages ago. It was worth it for that reaction. Yeah, because at this point it's fucking irritating now. Again, it was my fault for bringing it up again, but whatever. Ugh. At this point, I don't even care about the live stream. I'm just browsing my phone. Ew. Didn't you see that? Focus on you. Do I have to? Do I have to? My phone is so much more interesting. Okay. You have my undivided attention for 30 seconds. Yes, it is technically a Q&A. Though if you take a look in the corner, the Q&A has been going on for over an hour now. And don't say that word. Say shit. I don't like these American words for things. Actually, something personal. I think, I like to keep, up the British heritage thing alive. Yeah. No, it is not. No. I have a question. Oh yeah, Marlowe changes his avatar every 5 minutes. Wait. Alright. So, I don't know what to say now. So it's just gonna happen. Just gonna keep going on. For the 50th person to say, why are you topless? It is too fucking hot in here. You can hear the fan going in the background. It is too hot. That is why I am topless. It's just too hot. If you didn't know, I'm having a heat wave at the minute. I really hate it. I don't like hot weather because it's too hot. The reason I prefer cold weather to hot weather is it's a lot easier to warm up than it is to cool down. Plus, I haven't been getting sleep over it because it's been too hot, and also it's really affecting my hay fever. My eyes are really itchy, my throat is really killing me. So yeah, overall, no. In England, you're hot, then you're cold. Oh, silly Gizmo 10. I wish. I wish. I wish, but it is honestly too hot. It is far too hot in here. And I'm trying to cool down as best as possible. I turned down the fan for use. I turned down my fan onto its minimal setting rather than having it full blast. I don't have abs, I have a keg. If you don't know what that joke is in reference to, then you're clearly too young. Or don't binge watch enough. Yeah. He has a cake shelf. Actually, I'm not a massive fan of cake. The reason is 'cause I think a lot of cakes tend to be really dry and hard to swallow. Generally, to be honest, if you said you can either have a cake for dessert or a fruit salad, I'd choose the fruit salad. Well, to be honest, I do really love fruit, particularly raspberries and blueberries and strawberries and blackberries. No, I will not spit. That is disgusting. Okay, I will not swallow. I'm not a swat. If I do spit, I do spit. I am a spitter, not a swallower. I still think it's disgusting, though. Though, for example, if I have phlegm, then I do spit it out. Ay, ay, ay. Pins and needles in my hand. Because I've been doing this for so long. When you do this for so long, it cuts off the circulation. Never mind, you don't get the joke. No, I don't. Probably because it was a shit joke. Let's be fair. It probably was a shit joke. So, yeah. Also, another problem with the heat is adhesive hooks come off the wall in hot weather. I have no idea what the joke is, Reese. But I don't really care by this point. Tell you what, let's make things a bit interesting. What's this effect do? Thanks, Fox. Why? Documentary. Where's that 8mm effect? I think there was an 8mm. There we go, 8mm. I quite like that one. Though it looks nothing like 8mm. For one, it's in 16:9 rather than 4:3. An 8mm footage does not look like that. I would like to have actually an 8mm camera. I would like to have one, or maybe a 16mm one. The only problem with that is obviously transferring the footage, and also even playing it back would be difficult. But would be nice to have. And that, if I did get one, I might even, if I ever did get one, which I doubt, because they're ridiculously expensive and very rare now, I might even film a reviewing one. That would be interesting. Silver screen. Yeah, I think I'll keep the black and white on. Go on to your chat and look at the most recent picture. Ooh. I didn't need a seat. Don't put stuff like that on my chat. At least... Actually, something I'd like to ask you guys is what do you think of my recent reviews being filmed and uploaded in 4K? Some of you might not have even realised it because you probably because some, don't get the 4K option. Even I don't. I don't have a 4K device, but yeah, crappy. No. No, I've generally switched to 4K is because when you're reviewing things that are smaller, like action figures and stuff like that, you want to get as much detail in as possible, and obviously the higher resolution allows that. And they were filmed on my phone, which has an excellent camera. So yeah, I switched that. Though my items to unbox will still be filmed on my standard camera. Why? Your intensity will be the death of you. Ooh. Oh, that looks quite nice. Very Art Deco. Something, something, something. I don't know. Has anyone else got anything else to say? Because blah 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 is why. Let's go back to normal mood. So anyone else got anything to say? Anything to ask? Like, interestingly, my sister was watching Boomtown earlier today. So random bit of trivia. I don't look really. When do you? Okay, no. For one, Margaret did not have a beard. With a bright expert. Yeah. Tell you what, there hasn't been in a long time. A Doctor Who game. Like, I mean, a proper one. I mean, to me, the last one I think that was made was The Doctor and the Dalek. Which was alright, actually. It was decent, actually. But that was in 2014. So, yeah, that was the last one I can think of off the top of my head. Needs to be another. You know. I don't know, I can't think of anything else. It's too hard, and now I can't think off the top of my head. Someone do the thinking for me. Doctor Who, the Eternity Clock. I never bothered completing that. I got to a certain stage and then just stopped. I really didn't like it. I thought the adventure games were much better. And they are. But, I should do a playthrough of what? The Eternity Clock or the adventure games? Because both would be an issue. Because the adventure games, finding them would be a little bit difficult. I'll probably have to get them off some dodgy sites, most likely, because you can't seem to find them anywhere at the minute. In terms of Doctor Who and the Eternity Clock, I I don't have an Elgato, so or any kind of HDMI recording device, so I won't be able to get the footage of my PS3. So that'll be an issue for that. So yeah, unless you have an HDMI capture device, such as an Elgato or something like that, then that isn't going to happen, unfortunately, because I have no way of getting the footage of my PS3, and I'm certainly not pointing a camera at my television, because that will just look awful. So yeah, playing. Plus, I'm not quite sure where the disc is, to be honest. I don't know where I put the game. It's I know I've got it somewhere, but yeah. Anything else, people? Anything? Anything? I hate the Dalek voices in the Eternity Clock. Yes, you're right, because they were not done by Nicholas Briggs. Really weird, I know. But yeah, they were not done by Nicholas Briggs. They were done by someone else, who also did some Dalek voices for Big Finish in their very early days. I can't remember their name, but I think it's also the same person who did the Dalek voices in Return to Earth for the Nintendo Wii, which was a really bad game. Though I don't have a Wii, so I can't play that even if I wanted to. I could get a Nintendo Wii very cheaply, and probably the game even cheaper. But I do not want to, because I have no desire to. You like the Dalek voice of the Emperor? What, in the Eternity Clock? I didn't. I've seen the footage of it, but I didn't like that voice. So, yeah, I didn't like it. I think I will admit it was better than the other ones, but it doesn't mean it's good. Someone else got a question. Someone other than Reese. No? I'm so tired. Oh. I haven't been getting much sleep because of this heat. At all. I feel exhausted. You know, you're doing AI work here. Okay. Good for you. Also, do you think Doctor Who Series 11 will be in 4K? I'm just wondering if it's being... Actually, something I would like it if it though I know it won't be. I would love Doctor Who to be in a cinematic rather than 16:9. Just 'cause I think it looks better like that. I know obviously a bunch of reasons why they don't want to, but you know, I think it would look better. It would make it look more cinematic because of the CinemaScope, but also it would stand out, and it will also make the production quality look a bit more professional, a lot better if it was in that. Because I think it might be filmed in that. Because to be honest, the 16:9 looks like a crop of that, so who knows. But that would be nice. Anything else, people? Was Day of the Doctor not? Yes, it was, but not the Blu-ray. Neither versions were. And so was Deep Breath. Deep Breath was also filmed in cinematic. And if you went to the cinema, you saw it in cinematic. The same with Day of the Doctor. I saw Day of the Doctor at the cinema, but I didn't see Deep Breath at the cinema. Though both the individual Blu-rays and in the box sets, it was cropped to 16:9. It was also 16:9 on the television broadcast as well. Yes, it is better in cinematic, and I wish they'd release a cinematic version. Like, you know, particularly, why not do it on the Blu-ray? Particularly, why not the Blu-ray? You know, just give us the option. You know, give us the option to have it in cinematic. Because particularly in Deep Breath, because in Deep Breath, I've heard that apparently the dinosaur in that story was meant to be in a few shots with Capaldi, like in the background, but because of the 16:9 crop, it was out. It was not in the scene. So yeah, it would be nice if we did have that option. You know, just why not? It baffles me why it isn't on the Blu-ray. There is a 3D version of Day of the Doctor. It's on the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray includes the 2D and the 3D version. And I remember I did watch Day of the Doctor in or is it? Or am I just making that up? No, I swear it wasn't. Yes, it was. You need a 3D Blu-ray player and a 3D TV. However, depending on what type of... Because there's two different types of 3D technology. There's active 3D, which is better, because active 3D adds depth to the image. And then there's passive 3D, which is what you get at the cinema, where it sort of tries to come out at you. But my TV, which is a 3D TV, has active 3D. I never use it. I've used it a grand total of twice in all the years that I've had it. I've had it since 2014. I've used the 3D on it twice, and I haven't used it since. Because I find it just irritating. Also, you know, you have to like be sitting up for it to work. If you have your head tilted to the side, the 3D goes all really weird, and the screen gets a bit darker. You have to be like sitting up in order to see it as well. But I don't like it. I don't like it, and I don't see the point of it. And the 3D craze has ended. It ended a few years ago, so yay, 3D. I mean, you don't even see 3D as an advertisement at the cinema anymore. I mean, are they still making 3D films? I don't know. The last film I saw was The Incredibles 2, and I saw that last Saturday. at the cinema, which is a great film, by the way. You should definitely see it. But you know, I don't think that's in 3D. It's in IMAX, but it's not in 3D. I don't think. At least I didn't see any 3D advertisements for it. So yeah, I don't think I. You know, 3D is pretty much dead. Also, Deep Breath and not Deep Breath. Dark Water and Death in Heaven got a 3D release in the US. Though I don't think that story even filmed in 3D. I don't think it was. But that was never released over here. And to be honest, I don't care. That wasn't. What does annoy me is that still there is no way to see the Series 8 deleted scenes in the UK. The only way you can see them is in the US on the Complete Capaldi Years Blu-ray box set, which is not released here. We don't even have the Max Smith Years box set, which, you know, I won't bother buying anyway. And that we can't already have the individual series and that, but it's annoying that when they don't put it on there, but then they put it on a later one, but don't even make it available across the board. We go for an hour and a half. Any more questions? Come on. Because otherwise, I think I'm gonna go and have a kip. Because it's too hot to do anything else. Tell you what, that's the clock is at 1 hour 27 minutes. If there isn't any more questions by the time it gets to 1 hour 30, then I think I'll end the live stream because I haven't got anything else to say and I feel exhausted. Because fucking heat. I'm just gonna sit here and wait. So if you've got any questions, say them now, because you've got a couple minutes in order to ask any. Otherwise, that'll be it for this live stream, and there won't be another one for God knows how long. You'd love to see a Blu-ray of Remembrance of the Daleks. I imagine we probably will get one someday, when they release Doctor Who The Collection Season 25, inevitably at some point. But I reckon that won't be for a bit yet. But I would love to see that as well. Particularly what special features they put on there. Because Remembrance of the Daleks has had the original standard edition, then the special edition and that, so, you know, see what else they can put on there. What about Blu-ray of the Daleks? Well, again, they will not be releasing them individually, they'll be releasing them in box sets. To be honest, the Blu-ray itself is not the less interesting part. The more interesting part is the special features, and the Daleks could do with some more special features because it doesn't have a lot. It does have a pretty good documentary on it, a decent one, though that's a bit short, and that's basically it. So it would be nice if they do re-release it, obviously on Blu-ray, put more special features on there. But otherwise it will be an upscaling. The Daleks is in lesser quality than, you know, the 60s is, I think, 425 lines, whereas as soon as we went into the 70s into colour, I think it's 525 lines. So, yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. So this live stream, I don't look at colorized versions because, for one, it's difficult. It'll be basically a lot of the stuff will be a guess on what the colours will be. Plus, it'll be insanely expensive to do. Because the thing is that the reason why they were able to colorise Jon Pertwee stories that were missing colour episodes or parts, or even sometimes the entire story was in black and white, is because there was reference photos and reference footage that was in colour, so they were able to do it that way. But with the 60s, that isn't the case, so it'll be a lot more expensive to do, and there'll be also a lot of guesswork as well. Plus, I think the black and white adds to its charm as well. Some stories would not work in black. Some stories that are in colour. No, some stories that are in black and white would not work in colour as well. Because the black and white does hide a bit of the cheapness in some cases. So yeah, that's that. Right. But anyway, if that's it from everybody, that's it for this live stream. It's gone on far too long. I should have done this earlier. I should have my tablet plugged in. But yeah, thanks for watching it. I don't really have anything else to say. Hopefully, be back with another video next week. I'll try and get Doctor Who items to inbox 12, I think it is, I'm up to. Done and edited for them. I just haven't had time this week. But anyway, see you next time. Bye.